What's up guys? On today's adventure we're going to be trying to install this half cage on the Civic. I bought it off of EimerEngineering. So I did spray paint it black. I'm going to be installing it today and let's see how that goes, be showing you guys the process of how it goes. So the good thing is that my interior is already pretty much already disassembled and I don't have anything. So what I'm gonna have to go ahead and do right now, I'm gonna put that piece on right now. This piece, what I'm gonna have to do is remove the two nuts that hold on the coilover. Same thing for this side over here. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So I might have to raise up the car just to kind of make the bar fit, because it's a tight squeeze and it's not gonna be easy if I don't raise up the car, so that the strut itself kind of goes down, and then push it back down and make everything fit. But let's go ahead and get that started. Raise up the car that way, this fits in nicely. And this, I was able to fit it in because if I didn't raise up the car, it wouldn't align very well. So now it fits perfect. I put the two nuts on it so they could kind of hold on to it, because it's better to have 4 hands instead of just 2. So since I'm doing it on my own, I gotta do it this way, but it's working. I'm gonna lower it just down a bit so that I can put the nuts on this side just so they can hold a little bit better, and then we'll go from there. Now it's pretty much snug down. Oh my bad, snug all the way down. So there's still a little bit of gap, only because like I said, I just snugged it down so that I could give myself some wiggle room to put the other hoop on it. So let's go ahead and get that started. Install the main hoop. I had to remove my battery tray with the battery, and then I had to remove my actual seat, driver's side seat. So I kind of did that side already over there. I'm gonna show you how I did. I'm gonna do it here. So they provide you with all the hardware that you need, which is just you're gonna be using these right here for the hoop installment, and then you're gonna use different ones for when it goes down there. So the way you're supposed to do them is, let me see if I can show you. I already put one in there, but there are holes up here. You grab your nut and try to fit it in there, and then that goes in there. And then what you do, it's try to align it with your hands, and then this goes in there, and then you screw it. But since I only have 2 hands, I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I'll show you. After snugging these up, I didn't do it tight, I just snugged them up. Now we gotta figure out where to drill the holes on the bottom. The only issue that I see, that there's a gap in between one of them, but now all I gotta do is just push this in and find the right drill bit and go from there. That should be, I'm gonna have to take this off again just to make the holes, but other than that, we should be good. And then we can install everything back on again, and maybe install the harness bar that I have as well. I already drilled some holes, drilled them here, there, just put them in. Every hole that I put, I make sure I put the bolt in so that it doesn't move. I just need one more hole, and I'll probably have to do that from the bottom. So I'm gonna do some measurements. Now on to the next one and adjust that one. Almost done here. I did 2 here. I had to push this in a bit, which I still have to kind of do a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of, luckily, they provide, which every company should provide, is backing plates so that you can put underneath so that it doesn't stress out the chassis so much, so, or the floor, and bend it. So this provides rigidity and strength. So the good thing is that I'm gonna put the plate in the bottom, and then screw them on, and then I could use these as a guideline to make the holes for the top. So let's go ahead and get that started. Everything is pretty much done here. Everything's just nice and loose right now. All the bolts are in, and usually I put the bolts down just in case something falls off. The nut the bolt doesn't come off, just the nut. And yeah, so the only issue that I ran into was, how I told you that there was some space here in between that. So what I had to do was basically just hammer this in. I did as best as I can. I'm pretty sure I could have done a lot better, but it's good enough. So once I tighten everything up, it should level out pretty good, and the roll cage should be done. So let's get this tightened up and finish it off. So we are pretty much done here. Everything's back into place. Put the battery back. It's nice and sturdy there. It's not gonna go anywhere. I installed my sparkle harness, you know. So, and this is I got the 2-point because it's gonna be Hans friendly since I have a Hans device now, and everything's pretty much nice and sturdy now. So all I did put the eye bolt for the harness, and I don't want to drill into the hole, the panel here for my 6 points harness, because I'm probably going to end up getting a PCI seat rail for the seat that comes with holes that are in the middle to put the harness on. So they just get this seat back on and call it a wrap, but everything else is done already.